Welcome to Ment Funding, the first proprietary trading firm that brings power to the trader. This is serious funding for serious traders. Let's talk about what you can expect, from the parameters to the broker and spreads, and to the dent we'll be making in history. This is going to be the first time in the industry that you'll be offered a one-step funding model, offered to you at a fair price and at a 1 to 10 leverage. At Ment Funding, we are disrupting the way people can make a full-time trading and shifting the perspective that currently surrounds the gambling nature of prop firms. Unlike other firms that offer two-step funding models, colorful and outstanding parameters that may seem desirable but often unattainable, Ment Funding provides for the first time a smooth and sleek transition from education and consistent trading to larger capital funded trading with funded options off the bat available up to $1 million and the ability to take multiple or to compound your account infinitely up to 10 million, 100 million, or more for our higher end traders. Unlike firms whose operations aim to make money off failed traders with nice parameters but harder and non-realistic two-step models, Ment Funding aims to give traders the time they need to pass and trade full-time after a one-step evaluation. The parameters of the evaluation are listed below, with a focus on the 4% daily loss and a trailed 5% drawdown, which locks in at 5% profit at the original starting balance, allowing traders to infinitely compound their account with no worry about drawdown. Let's consider an average $100,000 account. After you're in profit of $105K, your drawdown, the trailing one, will permanently lock in at $100,000. This means that whether you're at $110,000, $130,000, $150,000 profit on your account, the overall drawdown will only be locked in at $100K, which means if you transition and compound that account from $100,000 to $200,000, you can lose a total of $100,000 before you lose the account. Strict management in the beginning to get yourself past the first hurdle, and then smooth sailing for consistent and good traders forever. There are no minimum or maximum trading days. You can get funded in a few minutes or take a few months. Let your algo or EA run or use a copy trader. We permit any mode of trading that fits your style. Our aim is to give you the freedom to trade the way you want and to prove yourself in a simple one-step evaluation funding model. Unlike other firms that currently exist or that did exist, we aren't able to sell you on super low prices, fake leverage, or any of the other gimmicks portrayed to you as the industry standard. Instead, we offer traders a fair environment in which there are no fees, no hidden rules, and no time limits to consistently build up their account from a locked-in drawdown and give funded traders the option to be paid however much they want on their own time, from the profit, of course. You will not lose your account for failing to meet some of our lighter rules, all of which can be read about in more depth on the website under the rules section or the FAQ section. Unlike other firms that look for ways to fail you, we automatically close your position before the weekend at 4 p.m. EST, and we allow trading during news to allow for those that understand their strategies and want to hold through news or capitalize on news moves to do so. There is no current plan for any major changes in the operations and parameters provided by Ment Funding. Most firms many have gotten used to over the last few years offer or have offered parameters that seemed too good to be true. In the case of now insolvent funding companies in which traders were not paid out their fair share. These too good to be true parameters allowed a lot of people to join early on, especially without wanting to miss out on such great looking accounts, only to be met with rule changes, failure to be paid out, and insolvency on behalf of the funding firm. This was all in direct relationship to creating an environment where customers were gambling. The colors and the parameters might be beautiful, but you were trading in simulated environment on fake accounts with the underlying hope on behalf of the fund that you would lose your live account so they wouldn't have to back you with fake money and could make more off of the failure of traders. Ment Funding stands at the pillars of real trading. This is a real account, a live account, and Ment Funding treats its parameters and prices as such. At Ment Funding, you are treated as a professional, and the parameters reflect that. The firm is not for everyone, and not everyone will enjoy the parameters presented, especially if they've grown used to some of the ways other firms have marketed their platforms. That said, Ment Funding stands at the forefront of serious trading, looking to fund the most consistent and profitable traders in the market and give them the ability to grow their accounts permanently and function in an environment that actually focuses on their success rather than their failure. Instead of having to worry about a time limit or a two-step evaluation that is set up to emotionally drive you to make bad choices and diverge from your trading plan, Ment Funding wants traders to approach their risk management from a different angle and take the emotional time-based game out of trading. With 1 to 10 leverage, some traders, especially those acting on lower time frames like myself, will have to reduce risk in some circumstances, but can do so with the understanding that a relationship with Ment Funding is symbiotic and is long-term. And over time, with a profitable strategy, any trader, scalper, or intraday will be able to benefit from the model presented by Ment Funding. In collaboration with a reputable and regulated broker, ACAP, which you can learn more about and check out on their website, we are able to provide a variety of tradable instruments at extremely low spreads, offering currencies, majors and minors, indices at 1 to 20 leverage, commodities, metals, stocks, and a pool of over 200 plus cryptos. You will find majors with spreads starting as low as 0.0 pips, which is the lowest in the industry. For more information on markets and spreads, check out our rules page or check out the ACAP broker. At Ment Funding, funded members trade live accounts connected to live markets, and the models presented are made to find the traders that actually know what they're doing, under rules that they understand and don't have to be wary about in the long term. Your success is our success, and we want to build a firm with traders that see the profitable opportunities across any market in any time frame. The cost of our evaluation encompasses the value behind our one step, our no time limit, and the real trading environment that you are going to be put in. At the end of the day, most traders have to go through 1 to 3 accounts with a two-step model to pass a funded challenge as a result of uncertainty in some months and the time limit affecting their trading plan. So you're usually paying more per challenge with other firms than you are with Ment Funding's one-step evaluation. Our model is meant to weed out gamblers, one-time rollers, and people that desire overnight riches. Rolling the prop firm dice has become a fun game with the fun parameters a lot of firms can present nowadays. However, Ment Funding is not interested in funding those that want to play casino games and doesn't share a hidden aim to fail traders. Instead, Ment Funding's approach is long-term, aiming to make our money off a powerful and consistent base of good traders that are able to succeed in an industry that many others can't. We want to promote that environment and build up our traders with our actions, our parameters, and our approach to trading. The firm doesn't exist to profit off losers and failed challenges, but is built for winners. And if you're ready to win and trade with a firm ahead of its time, Ment Funding is your answer. Get started today.